What's going on, everybody? You made it to another week, and we are here to keep you company at the start of this new week. Sorry we've been gone for a couple weeks, guys. We just had a lot of stuff going on, but thank you guys for joining us again. Don't forget to follow us on the social media scene. You can follow us on Twitter at the blown_save and on Instagram at the blown save. Don't forget, you guys can still reach out to us at the blown save podcast at gmail.com. And I have been sending snippets of the show on TikTok. So make sure you guys go out there and follow us there if you guys get the opportunity. You can find the show anywhere you listen to podcasts or music, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you want to support the show, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, subscribe, or notification bell or share doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the show tremendously. And as always, guys, give us a rating and review if you're in the mood. Don't forget to click on that notification button so you can get notified when the new show drops. We have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about today. We have a lot to catch up on, but I can be nowhere without my compadre, the one, the only Mr. RT Casas. How's it going, compa?
What's up? How we doing?
We're good, man. We got a lot to catch up on, including the Lakers and Nuggets heading to the Western Conference Final. Vegas Golden Knights are still in the hunt for Lord Stanley's Cup. The Yankees, and we talked about this before, with one of the worst records in the AL East, would still be first in the AL Central. That goes to show how terrible the AL Central is right now, and so much more on this episode. So, guys, if you guys are at home, sit back, relax, grab a cold one if you're available to do so. It's going to be a long one tonight, but we're here to keep you company. Compa, how you doing, brother?
Oh, good, man. Dodgers are in first place. Just finished whooping that ass of the Padres. That's what they get for fucking putting on that meme over there, making fun of Kershaw.
They did it to themselves, sir. They did it to themselves.
Have not won a game since.
Whoever that video operator was that did that, like, straight up, like, why would you poke the bear that way? Why?
Yep.
There's no need for it. Why would you do it?
I agree. I totally agree. Oh, and then you know what got it going too to finish that finale too, and it was hilarious. So
okay,
it's the best sign that Mookie Betts said he's ever seen. He said Mookie Betts eats corn the long way. That's pretty funny.
It is funny as hell, man. They just want to poke the bear and get crazy. Hey, to all my Papa Sal, freaking Phil, you guys, man. What are you the San Diego Padres doing over here, man? Like they're fighting with fire that they don't know. They're fighting with fire with gasoline, and all you're doing is making the fire bigger. That's all you're doing. Like, you're not helping yourselves whatsoever. You're in third place in the West, I believe, and not even in playoff contention at the moment. So, like, hey. Uh-oh, my copa's dying. Let's take a step back here, fucking Padres, and understand what the fuck is going on here.
Yep. You better back up before you get smacked up.
All right, so let's talk a little NBA first. We'll talk about baseball a little bit later in the show. So NBA, the Lakers in 6, they beat the Warriors. It should have been 5, but for the lack of offensive rebounds were nowhere to be seen in Game 5. Every time I saw somebody taking a shot from anywhere, there were like 5 Warriors down there and no Lakers. It's like, if you made it, cool. If not, we can catch up later. And they didn't, so they had to go to Game 6 where they actually started having some rebounds. They were back home in LA. It is what it is, right? They're on the court again Tuesday night against the Denver Nuggets. Denver comes in as the number 1 seed, looking to make it a quick outing on their way to the championship, so they hope. These teams met before in the same position 3 seasons ago in the bubble. Did you know that, in fact, all 4 teams in the semis this year are the same teams that were in the semis during the bubble?
I did know that. As a matter of fact, did you know the Nuggets have never been to a championship game? So,
that was I wrote it on the thing. I wrote it on the thing.
Sorry, compa. I don't need to research that.
Okay, so first and foremost, will LeBron and AD and the supporting cast leave the court with their heads held high to the finals once again, or will the Nuggets go ahead and handle that?
I don't know, man. Those Nuggets are good. They're just as scary the first time as they were right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. If not, they're probably scarier. You know, Jokic, I feel like, has found his stride. You know, he's coming off of back-to-back MVP seasons. Yes, he didn't win it this year. But they're looking good. They're looking dominant. I feel like the Lakers, though, are hitting their stride, dude. I feel like they're coming into their own. I saw a really good thing today. I wish I would have sent it to you. But this popular writer over here named I'm trying to blame Fred Robledo, the San Gabriel Valley Tribune, old colleague of mine, right?
Okay.
He had posted something reminding Richard Jefferson, hey, don't forget about this. Like, hold them accountable what's the dude's name though? And that they're always making fun of because he's always saying dumb stuff. Kendrick Perkins, I think it's his name. Kendrick.
Yeah. Big
Perkins.
Baby Perkins.
Yeah. And when the Lakers had just made the moves of acquiring and rebolstering their lineup right at the trade deadline, he's all, I'm saying, he's all, this team has a shot at making the Western Conference Finals. And Richard Jefferson is like, you're joking, right? Like being all like sarcastic and dumb. He's all, the playoffs, if they're lucky, they're the number 13 team out of 15 or something like that, right?
They had a 0.06% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, dude. And he was just like, just talking smack, all kind of like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. He's all, I'm just saying, he's all, that now they have the right fit. They have dudes that could shoot. They have dudes that could play the perimeter. AD gets healthy. LeBron does his thing. He's all, they're a team that's primed to make a run and carry that momentum all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
And sure enough, bro, that's exactly what they did. That was pretty cool, man, that he had the guts to say it and follow through. Meanwhile, freaking Richard Jefferson is over there like laughing his ass off. So
who's laughing now, motherfucker?
Kudos to him. Yeah, right. And I love that they beat the Warriors because I don't know if I was telling you, but I know I was talking to your boy, I believe Danny, right?
So you were talking to Danny, right?
Yeah, your boy Danny, cool cat. I really like him. Found it very interesting that he's a LeBron lover, and he looked like the Lakers threw up.
He
all
looked
over
like
him,
I was
right?
Say the same thing.
Like I was like, man, I mean, the only thing that would be of note that I could tell he's a LeBron lover was he had LeBron James
socks,
Lakers socks, right? Yeah. But the rest of it was like
straight Lakers. Yeah.
So like that doesn't really like go with the
math doesn't math.
Yeah,
the math ain't
mathing. Right? Yeah. So that was interesting, but still. Anyways, he had the same thoughts, and me and him were talking about it. How he says he follows LeBron and all that stuff since his career. But I was telling him, like, I thought it was really interesting because back when LeBron was with the Cavs, the Cavs had lost to the Warriors. Mm-hmm. Then they came back, played in the title game again, and the Cavs beat the Warriors. And they say, all right, let's run it back one more time, right? Basically. Mm-hmm. But this time they went and got Kevin Durant. Of course, it wasn't even really fair playing field anymore, And they won the next two. Obviously, I think only one of them was against Cleveland because then I think LeBron came over to the Lakers or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's how it worked. But anyways, I felt like this was another a little slap in the face for LeBron beating the Warriors. Like, all right, see, now that you don't have Durant, all of a sudden the game changes, right?
Let me ask you this, since we're talking about game changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the referees and the fact that the Warriors fans and maybe a lot of analysts were saying that the referees were kind of siding with the Lakers having like twice as many fouls called for them as than the Warriors? How do you feel about that?
So here it has to do with the style of play. Mm-hmm. So are the Lakers more of outside shooters or inside drivers or post kind of players?
Inside drivers, post players.
Okay. So where are you more likely to get fouls called? When you're driving
in the middle.
In the post, or when you're outside shooting jumpers?
I'm with you there.
Right. So I can understand them crying because they need a crutch. They need an excuse, mm-hmm. right? Like, hey, we needed a reasoning to blame someone other than ourselves, right?
Right.
They shoot the ball from the outside. They shoot the ball.
They're very good at it,
You're hardly
too.
Gonna get, yeah, they're great at it. That's what keeps them in games. And then they're great at crashing the offensive boards. And they get little putbacks. And I see the Lakers being called all the time for those fouls right there during those putbacks. That's what they're good at. But they don't play the post. They mm-hmm. don't play the post. They're not driving in. They're really good at transition baskets, and they get a lot of fouls called in transition baskets. But they don't get a lot of fouls called in general because they're busy shooting from the outside. And you'd have to be like dumb, delirious to be fouling shooters, right? Like, because the shooters are the ones that are going to make free throws. So why would you go out there and foul dudes that are shooting the ball, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Again, it's just a crutch that they're looking for. That's all it is. If the shoe was on the other foot, what would they say?
The same shit,
right?
Okay. What about the other thing that people get good? What about the other thing that people were saying? Who was it that was talking about LeBron and flopping, and that's what they do in LA is learn how to flop.
Dude, they're the ones that throw themselves. Curry can't take a shot without falling to the ground, bro. Mm-hmm. Somebody even like breathes his direction, homeboy falls. Now I'll tell you what, Klay Thompson doesn't fall like he does. Yeah. Now Curry's probably playing out of control and he wants every call because he, in my opinion, he's good at it, but he doesn't play with balance the way Klay Thompson does. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He plays with a lot of movement to his game. So anytime he plays with movements, takes a shot, he's automatically going to fall. That's not considered flopping, though.
I mean, I'm just reading what it says, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see it. Now, is there some dudes on the Lakers that you're trying to draw fouls, right? You're trying to get fouls,
right?
Like that's part of the game now. That's just the way the game's changed. It's the way it's evolved. You tell me Draymond Green, what? All of a sudden, again, people cry about it when it's not in their team's favor. Right. Anytime that it's like, oh man, well, we're losing because of this. People got to find crutches, right? Like they got to find a reason why. Well, yeah, if we play your game, we're gonna lose at your game. If you play our game, you're gonna lose real bad too.
That's right.
So you're kind of playing in the middle and see who's better, whose game's gonna beat out who. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. You play yours, I play mine, and we'll see who wins in the end.
Yeah.
And the Lakers won.
Yeah, they did. And the Lakers, where they started, where the game really, really changed or really was won, was rebounding.
Yeah.
And you kind of mentioned earlier.
Game 5, there was like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, the team that rebounded best was the team that was going to win. Because the Cavs, I'm sorry. The Warriors are really good at shooting, but they still miss. Like, even the great shooters in NBA still miss, like, 60% of the time, because good 3-point shooters are in, like, the 40 percentile, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about like 60%. So, and that's where Golden State's really good at. They're really good at grabbing those loose rebounds. Mm-hmm. And because everybody's moving around, they're quick and they put them right back up. Sometimes they're shots, sometimes they're little soft floaters and layups. But they're quick and they're good at it. Yep. So they know what they're at.
Second chance shots.
Yeah. But on half-court defenses, they can't do it. Right? They can't. I thought it was the most awesome thing I had ever seen. That LeBron, on the very last play where they won game 4, I think it was. Game 4, game 5, okay. Game 5. No, game 4.
Game 6.
Game 4
because 4 or 6.
No, yeah, game 4 because they lost game 5, right?
Right.
So game 4, LeBron noticed that they're running a similar play that they ran against them when he was with the Cavs. So he shifted Anthony over to Klay Thompson, who was running on a backside screen. Mm-hmm. And Anthony Davis shifted over. And then Davis cut that pass off. So what they did was they tried to dump the ball into somebody low instead. And they basically turned it over. And the game ended right there. But if you had noticed, Schroeder, the play literally before that, he had the ball on the other side and he tried to do like a wraparound pass behind his back to Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. And Draymond Green had screamed to, I forget the dude's name, but LeBron's best friend, who's like now one of the main dudes with the Lakers. And he's like his agent, right? I forget the guy's name. Paul? Is it Paul? Something Paul? But anyways, he tells him, like, get this clown off the damn court. What's he even doing trying to pass it like that, right? Because it led to a turnover. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw the popular meme that was happening afterwards, but Dennis Schroeder, as soon as that play ended in a turnover, Draymond Green was the one that was inbounding that ball, bro. And he turns around and he has this big old cheesy smile. Doesn't even say nothing. And literally just turns around and smiles at Draymond Green like, all right. What you gonna say now? You just cost your team the actual game.
Yep.
Right? Dude, that was like instant karma. That's one of the things Maria taught me was instant karma. Clearly instant karma right there.
There you go. I like it. Yeah. I like it.
So that was awesome. All right. And I think that's what led to the whole ball in his face in game 6. Yeah. And then Schroeder. I don't think Schroeder deserved to be kicked out there. I think the referees made a bad call there. He really didn't instigate that.
He was just standing there, and the other guy had the ball in his face. Like, okay, there's the instigator. This guy's just fucking standing there. I mean, he was talking,
Right.
but like that in no way, shape, or form should that have been. He should have been thrown out.
No way. Maybe I don't even know call. I just don't think there's anything warranted at it for that, you know? Because Schroeder, if he was talking, I mean, the dude put the ball in his face. So what? They're supposed to just stay quiet,
and then he didn't just put it in his. He held it like right in his face the entire for like a good 30 seconds.
So like the referees got to think like, what would you do if they did that to you? You know,
I would have slapped the ball.
Like I can understand if Schroeder was telling the referee something, but he's telling that dude something after he stuck the ball in his face.
Yep.
I mean, that's
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, human instinct right there.
There it is. All right,
I don't know, man.
On the other side of the spectrum, we have the other bubble teams. Boston and Miami are going to duke it out. Who do you have in that one?
Dude, man. Well, obviously, if you're a Laker fan, you don't want Boston to win nothing,
right?
So,
but that would,
and I like Miami.
But that would give us the classic Lakers Celtics matchup.
Yeah, but
if Miami wins, now you got LeBron then and now because you got LeBron, playing against his old team.
Fine with me.
And as I was gonna say, or do the Nuggets get up there and try and hang a banner for the first time in 56 years? The 56 years since their inception, they haven't won a championship. So who do you got?
They got to get to the championship first,
right?
You know,
right. If they do, this is what I'm saying. If they do, who do you think wins out? Let's say the Lakers win against the Nuggets. Who wins in the finals? If they play the Celtics.
Okay, I was like, wait, the Lakers.
If they play the Celtics,
plays, the Lakers.
Okay, if they play Miami.
Okay, so first let's start off. Who do we think is gonna win? Which one? You think Lakers or Nuggets?
I think if it goes game 6, 7, I think the Lakers have a shot. The
longer the series, the better the chance, right?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, I agree. I would agree with you.
Okay.
I would agree with you. I don't think Denver's that tough of play in for game 7, so I'm not as worried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that if the Lakers go down early, I think you're right. I think it's gonna be stick a fork on them pretty fast. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're done in 4 or 5 at the most if they go down first. But if they come out, I think honestly, like I said, I think it's gonna go game 6, game 7 even. And it's if they go that deep, I think the Lakers got it.
Okay, I like it. Man, my heart wants to tell me Lakers. The Lakers are rolling and everything. And
great
I guess
win
I'm just gonna
the
go.
Warriors.
I'm just gonna go with the homer pick. I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Okay.
All
right. So
they're rolling, dude. They're rolling.
We got the Lakers on the west side. All right, Lakers, east side now. We got Miami and Celtics.
Well, I'm never going to cheer for the Celtics, man. I'm never going to cheer for them. Even if I think they're favorites, but which I think this game could swing either way. And I think Jimmy Buckets is just impressive, man. That guy carries the team.
I miss him when he was on the Bulls, man.
And he just having that kind of run again where he has like this extra human strength right now going, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to cheer for him. And I'm going to say that, they win in 6 or 7, same thing. Go a little late. I don't think any of these series are going to be quick. I think they're going to be pretty long.
Yeah, I don't think either one is going to be 4 and done.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be at least 6. But you know what? Like I said, I like Jimmy Butler since he was with the Bulls. I'm sad that team broke up when Derrick Rose got hurt and everything. Everybody just kind of went their own way with Boozer and him and Rose. They had a solid team.
All together? I don't remember them all being together.
On the same team. They were all together. The year Derrick Rose won the Rookie of the Year, right before he got hurt. They were all together.
Oh, dude. Now I know. What have you been smoking?
The good
There's
stuff,
no way.
bro.
Rookie of the Year? Maybe you meant to say MVP.
Oh, MVP. Sorry, MVP.
Because there's
MVP.
no way that Jimmy Butler is older than Derrick Rose.
No.
Because what you would imply by him saying he was Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he played one season. Jimmy Butler played Derrick Rose, but that one season wasn't enough because D Rose got hurt. There you go.
Okay.
Bam.
it wasn't the MVP year then.
It was the year. It says with MVP Derrick Rose on the Chicago Bulls, but that was one season was enough for Butler to know that Prime D Rose was something special, something like that. He played 2015, 2016. Anyways,
I don't think Boozer was on there though.
I know Boozer was on after he left. I want to say
after who left?
Butler. Or no, not Butler. Rose. Carlos Boozer was there after.
You said all three of them played together.
Not Boozer?
Did I say me? Boozer? You said all three
hold
of
them
hold on.
Together. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You say that? Rewind the tape. Hear yourself on there.
Here we go.
You said all three, and I was like, no way. I didn't even believe
Jimmy Butler, Carlos Boozer, Taj Gibson, and Derrick Rose played together.
Where do you see this at?
I'm looking at it right now. It right now.
Take your word for it. I don't know how you found it like that, but
I wish I could snip it and send it to you right now. But I'm reading it right here. The Chicago Bulls schedule. They had Derrick Rose, Carlos Boozer, Taj Gibson, and Jimmy Butler all on the same team.
And what's the name at center? I see him in the picture, but no, that's not Taj Gibson, homie. Gibson is a guard, like a guard, I think.
Oh, I got a picture here. I wish I could send it to you. It's Joakim Noah. There's fucking Derrick Rose.
That's who it was. Yeah. Joakim Noah.
Yeah. Boozer.
Bucky. Gibson wasn't that good.
But, hey, he was on the Bulls. They were on the Bulls, at least for a season.
Yeah, nobody cares about Gibson.
So here we go. So now, let's just say, devil's advocate, the Nuggets take it, right? Who would we want to see the Nuggets beat more, the Celtics or Miami?
You know what I still want? I still want Jimmy Butler to get one, man, to get a championship. Okay. I still want Miami to be there and for him to get it. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. You just say no to the Celtics, huh? For everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I like it. I
don't think you'll ever get me to say that. Yeah, that I want.
Let's get the Celtics to win. Yeah. All right.
No. Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, we'll see what happens. Playoffs, Western side starts on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. I think. They will be in Denver. So rock and roll there. I'll be able to watch part of it on the way home on my drive. But outside of that, we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
All right. Switching gears a little bit, going to the NFL here. Free agent defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh says to all the teams that may be interested in signing him, as he's in no rush to sign or specifically to go to an off-season program. He did say he would go in, watch film, give some advice, but when week 1 happens, he would be ready. Before then, don't bother him. I mean, do you think that this will be a deterrent for teams looking for defensive tackle help, or will he just wait till someone comes knocking like the Eagles did last year, signing him to a 1-year mid-season deal? They signed him in mid-November. He only played like 8 games with them. They did go to the I was gonna say the World Series, but the Super Bowl. Does Ndamukong Suh just kind of chill back and wait for somebody to call, or do you think the teams are kind of like, hey man, that ain't cool?
No, I think someone signs him for sure. Doesn't he play like nose guard now? He's just I believe he's in the center no more. He's not in the outside.
He's not the tackle anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I mean I could be wrong, dude, but I don't know.
When I was looking at it, it said defensive tackle. So maybe
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Maybe he moves around. They move him around.
Yeah, because I think he's more of a plug guy, a run plug kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And dudes his size don't come along, to just plug up the run a little bit,
Yeah, I got you.
So pass rushing, he's just really not that dude no more. But
not
you want to look for a dude that's plugging up the run and takes up space, and Cowboys. I would say the Cowboys. I'd like to see them with the Cowboys.
There's some bad blood there between the Cowboys and Ndamukong Suh.
That's way back in when, I mean, they signed.
You want to win? You want to win?
Sanders.
Let's go.
Deion Sanders. They signed Deion Sanders, didn't they?
No, the big one that they did that was like, what was Terrell Owens?
Was that bad? Oh, because
he did
he was already way past his prime.
Right, but he still balled out.
Yeah, and you would think like someone that was past his prime that they still freaking signed him, huh?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
for sure.
Who do you think realistically takes a shot at him?
Why not go back with the Eagles? They're already here. I mean, they're contenders. He already knows what they're going to be running. Like, it would make sense, you know?
Absolutely.
And the Eagles are like, that's fine. It's cool, man. You're a vet. You were here last year. Nothing
chill
changed.
Out, bro.
We're good. We're good. Nothing changed.
Right on.
Can we get a little discount?
Home field, come on, or what is it? Home team discount. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a big one. I got another one for you. So this year in the NFL, they already announced the schedules, right? They announced that the Peacock Network would be the home for the first ever exclusive live streamed NFL playoff game with the NFL Wild Card in prime time on Saturday, January 13, 2024, for a staggering 1 year, $110 million, so that they can put out the game. And not shortly thereafter, the NFL conducted layoffs league-wide due to economic realities of 2023, just after signing a $110 million deal with the Peacock, right? Or the Peacock Network. It just goes to show who and what kind of people the owners really are. It's nothing new, right? Because people do that shit all the time. Oh, dude, we took a hard hit. We got to let people go. And then we're going to go ahead and sign a $110 million deal for a year, for one game, for one weekend, I should say. Like, how do you feel about that, compa?
That's brutal, man. That's brutal. I've already told you, like, that's pretty bad. You know, I feel like it's the last real good old boys club type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they're really good about blackballing players, you know, and dudes that are never going to play again. And they just say, nope, this dude's never playing again, you know? And I don't like it. That's why I have a hard time kind of really buying into the NFL team. But I told you what'll change my mind.
So I wanted to wear the hat for you today, and I left it upstairs.
So, if you ever change your mind when Ohtani comes with us next year, that'd be the perfect time to switch over.
Did you hear that? Because all the stuff that's going on with the Washington Commanders, or formerly the Washington Redskins, with the ownership and all the lawsuits and stuff like that, that the teams are reevaluating, or the commissioner is reevaluating how teams can be sold or bought, because they're trying to push these guys out because of all the shit that's been going on as far as like the lawsuits and everything like that. Do you think that extends to something like this? Like, is there any like loophole that keeps shit like this from happening? Like, you can't do massive layoffs and then sign a big ass contract, or vice versa, sign a big ass contract and then say, oh, because of economic hardships or realities from this last season, we lost fucking all kinds of money, so we got to let people go. But then you sign 110. Granted, it's $110 million split between the 30 teams. And I mean, but even then, come on. You're still making a couple $100 or a couple $1 million. Even if you're not even on the game, you're getting part of the royalties for that.
Right. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like some of this is going to be done to block minorities from owning the NFL teams, because is it me, or wasn't like Magic Johnson part of the Redskins ownership plan?
He was one of the
right. I know he's not the main one, just like with the Dodgers, he's not the main one, but a lot of times they put the main dude as like the figurehead, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I kind of wonder with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's what with that, Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see it, but I think like you said, I think it's BS. That they lay off all these teams and stuff like that, and people, and it's like, hey, if we're not getting hand over fist with money, like, then you got to go. You got to go, and just I said, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a monopoly on football.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Are you going to be ordering the NFL package from YouTube before it gets all expensive?
No, I'll still probably stream I just like streaming what's that thing called again? The Red Zone, yeah. So I'll just do that with I have Spectrum, so I'll do that.
Right.
Yeah, because I really, like I told you, I mean, I like the local team, the Rams, but it's
What about the other local team?
They're like, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the Clippers and the Chargers and all, and the Angels all belong like on one team together, like one city. I'm just being honest.
Jesus,
it's Christ. Literally like, hey, I mean, the only thing I feel bad, I guess, is that the Angels at least have a championship. The other two don't, you know?
Yeah, we got one, but what do you say? Yeah. One is a
fluke.
There you go. We got to do it again to prove it.
I mean, you got to start making the playoffs, which you're on pace-ish.
It looks like it. I mean, we're close. We're fighting.
Yeah.
One again today.
Chipping chair.
Astros or the Texas Rangers lost again today, so getting ever so closer. Or I should say today, but Monday. So, and you know me. Look, because we're back to football real quick. You know that I don't like the Eagles or their players or anything to do with them. However, I have to give props when it's due. Jalen Hurts received his master's degree in human relations this past weekend from the University of Oklahoma. Props, sir, to him for going out there and showing, even with the bag he got in the offseason, there's still always room to learn. No matter where you are or what you're doing in life or what's going on in your world or how far you go in life, there's always room to learn more. And I know that you, as a teacher, as an educator, you can respect that and you can, give props to that too, I think, right?
Yeah, for sure. I know we might not have been on, we might not have aired or something like that when Jalen Hurts got paid and stuff like that. But you brought it up kind of right now, so I was kind of curious on my thoughts on it, or your thoughts, my thoughts, both, right?
Uh-huh.
I find it really interesting that he got paid so quick, so easy. And yes, they won in the Super Bowl, right? And they pretty much won in the Super Bowl because of him. But why was it so easy to pay him compared to paying Lamar Jackson, who, like, individually was maybe a better player, I guess, because he's got an MVP under his belt. He's kind of sacrificed himself for a few years now for the team. And Jalen, he really burst onto the scene this year, a little bit last year. Is that the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do you think it was so easy to pay him as opposed to Jackson? Any thoughts on that?
I think maybe Lamar rubbed some people the wrong way, and you have that good old boys club once again. That's why, and I think the Ravens they tried to put him in his place. Like, we're gonna give you an unrestricted contract. Here you go. If somebody else wants to pay you, they can go pay you. This is what we're gonna give you. And I think ownership may have gone back there and been like, you know what, man? Like, we're gonna give him his money. Don't worry about it. This is what we're giving him, though. We're gonna show him that you can't just be like, I'm gonna go out and do what I want. I think him getting hurt didn't help him in that situation, and Jalen Hurts is healthy right now, so I think that helps him in that situation. I do know that if Jalen gets hurt at any point in time, he gets so right now. Okay, so rewind this back. The contract and incentives is worth $255 million. 110 of that is fully guaranteed money at the point of signing. And then 179 million of it is guaranteed in the event of an injury. So there was like an injury clause. If he gets hurt, he's still going to get his bag. So I think that because he got hurt before he blew up, and then he came back and then blew up, it helped him a lot because he's healthy, right? He showed that, hey, I'm healthy now. I'm good to go. I can lead the team moving forward. But with Lamar Jackson, it's kind of backwards on that. He did all this great stuff, and then he's going into that contract year, and he gets hurt, right? So now you don't know what to expect. Is he going to bounce back? Is he going to be the same Lamar? Quarterbacks like that, especially at his age, how long he's been playing in the league, they don't last very long. And he's let's be real, he's on the back half of his career now. And he's already back half. Back quarter? Back end?
He's in the prime, I would say. No, he's only 20-something.
But mobile quarterbacks, he's already gotten hurt more than once.
So here's the thing. Hurts is a mobile quarterback, and that dude, I feel like, takes more shots than Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got
puts his shoulder down.
I got $1 says he ends up getting that 179 because he's going to get hurt. Because if he keeps doing what he's doing, I mean, he's a great athlete, and I hate him for it because he's on the Eagles. Because he gets 179 fully guaranteed if he gets hurt. So if he gets hurt and he can't play anymore, he gets 179. It's a stipulation in his contract, right?
Okay.
If he, I think he sees that 179 before he sees the full 225.
I agree.
Because I don't think he makes it that far. I think he gets hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
Just those types of quarterbacks are gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And look, I think Lamar Jackson, he still has some great football to play, but I think the best of his football may have been a year or two ago.
He won the MVP.
Yep.
Well, no shit. That's why he won the MVP, compa.
Yes. Yes. But he's been playing for how many years now?
I know.
He's been playing for how many years though?
5.
Okay, mobile quarterback, just like a head first runner like Zeke. When he wants to run through somebody, you don't last that long at the top level. Yeah, but
Lamar doesn't run through people though. That homeboy goes left to right.
But still, he keeps running. He keeps doing that. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit in the ankles. He's gonna get hit in the knee.
I just don't think he's that good of a passer, pocket passer. You think who's a better pocket passer, Hurts or Jackson?
I think Hurts is.
Hurts. Okay.
I think Hurts runs when he has to.
Do you think it has to do with the throwing motion?
I think it does. I think it does that, and then I think Hurts has a stronger lower body. Like his legs are stronger. He's a little more stout than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's a tall, lanky dude. Like if you told me he was he was a free safety or he was a receiver, I'd be like, yeah, I got you. I see it. You know what I mean? But if you told me, Jalen Hurts was a receiver, I'm like, what is he, the slot or is he like a small tight end? Like what's happening? Or you could even put him as a running back, right? Like a little swing back. But honestly, like. Lamar's got a very long, wide throw, and Jalen doesn't. Jalen's a little more compact.
Agree? Do you think maybe Hurts is a better or maybe looked at as a better pocket passer because he has better receivers?
I don't know.
I mean, like, let's be honest. AJ Brown was a hell of a receiver.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't had anybody of that caliber. And I mean, the tight end he had was pretty solid too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I get that Mark Andrews is, an elite tight end,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have Kelsey in a class by himself, but right there in that next class, it's right there. It's Andrews.
Andrews is right there at the top of that second list.
He's the top of the second list now. In my opinion, I think he's the closest thing to Kelsey.
Yeah.
But Kelsey's so far apart from everybody,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But needless to say, do we see him as a better pocket passer because of the receivers he has?
I mean, okay, who does Lamar Jackson have? He's got Rashad Bateman. He's got Mark Andrews. Supposedly they have Odell Beckham Jr. And they got Nelson Aguilar. That's pretty much what their top 4 guys are.
So that's why he runs so much.
I'm with you.
I mean, besides, has he had a 1,000-yard receiver?
Not before Beckham got there, I don't think. Well, Bateman had to be close.
Close is not having it.
Hold on. Let me look and see where he was at. No, Bateman wasn't even close, bro. I'm sorry I even fucking gave him any type of love. Fuck that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just a plain devil's advocate. That's all.
I'm with you, compa. I'm with you.
I don't have an opportunity to talk a whole lot about your Cowboys because they can't do anything right now that they're not in the season, right? There's not a whole lot to pick on them.
Right. Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Okay, yeah. They have Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, and Britton Covey. That's who their wide receivers are.
Yeah, but they had didn't they have a 10-touchdown receiver last year?
I think that was A.J. Brown. No, it was Devonta Smith.
Well, I mean, besides, I think it was wasn't it Aguilar?
Oh, Aguilar is with the Ravens.
Yeah, but I think he was with the Eagles before.
He was before, but not last year. Okay. He got traded, I think. I know that, let's see here, Devonta Smith had 7 touchdowns, 1,100 yards.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 1,196 he had last year. AJ Brown, let me see here. Where is it showing? He had 11 touchdowns, 1,496 yards last year, 88 receptions.
Okay.
That's not bad.
There you go.
That's not a bad 1-2 punch.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
All right, well, fuck. You know what that just means? The fucking Eagles are gonna be pretty good this next season. Fuck that puto. Getting back.
Cowboys finish number 2 again?
No, we're gonna win this one this year. It's our year, bro. It's our year, bro. This is our year. I feel it. This is our year. This one.
Yeah, I've told you guys. I think you guys are making progress. I think this is a year you guys play in the NFC Championship game,
bro.
I really do.
I hope so. I hope we win that one too.
When we said that, I said you're playing in it. You're playing in it this year, though. I really feel good about it. I feel really good about it. I feel like my buddy Joe's gonna be there at that game. He gets his heart broken all over again. You know,
Joe, I love you, bro. I love the dedication.
He does, right?
All right. Well, we were talking about fucking the Jalen Hurts getting his degree and shit like that. He wasn't the only one though. Let me tell you, Todd Bowles graduated this last weekend too at the age of 59. Well, technically he earned his degree in September, but didn't walk until this last weekend. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Youth and Community Development nearly 4 decades after he decided to leave college early and pursue a professional football career. He made a promise to his mom way back in the day when he left college that he would go back and complete his degree, and now he fulfilled that promise to his mom.
Not gonna lie, I don't know who that is.
Todd Bowles?
The name sounds familiar, but
head coach or one of the head coaches for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Feel like you're getting closer.
Little black dude, bald head.
What position did he play?
He was the coach.
Oh, so he's not a.
He played a little football, but he didn't do it. He was a coach.
Okay.
Let me see if he. Let's see, Todd, the Bod Bowles.
Is that what they call him, Todd the Bod?
Wouldn't that be awesome? I don't even know. He played 117 games. He played for the Washington Redskins, then the Niners, and then back to the Redskins. So he played from 1986 to 1990 with the Washington Redskins, 91 with the Niners, and then 92 and 93 with the Washington Redskins, where the Cowboys done whooped that ass. But he coached the Miami Dolphins. He coached Philadelphia, Arizona, New York Jets, and lastly, he had Tampa Bay.
Okay.
He ended up last year first in the NFC South, which it wasn't, too great because they barely got into the playoffs. But he lost to the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC wildcard game. I love that game. Shout out to my boy out there, Anthony. I know you out there listening. But nothing on fucking Todd Bowles, man?
Saw a picture.
Still nothing?
I mean, I don't know, man. Do we draft like head coaches in fantasy football?
But you gotta, whatever, man. Whatever. When we're watching football, either at my house or your house, and he comes up, be like, look, that's that motherfucker right there. At 59, he got his fucking bachelor's degree, bro. Come on.
Hey, good for him, though. That's good for him, man.
Absolutely, man.
Was his mom still around his ear? You said? I'm sorry.
You know what? I didn't see a footnote saying that she had passed or if she was still alive to see it. Just the whole thing was that he had made a promise to his mom that he would go back no matter what. After he left school, he would go back to get his bachelor's, and he went and did it at 59. Okay. So once again, for all you younger cats out there, it doesn't matter if you do it now or later. Make that promise to yourself. If you go out there to do sports or whatever, make that promise to make sure you have that fallback. Go back and do it. Don't wait till you're 59. But, I mean, if you do, then you do. It is what it is.
Come on, compa, jump on that wagon.
I might just have to.
That's what you preach.
I might just have to. I might
be
just
there.
have to. You'd be there? You'd be there for me?
In a heartbeat.
There we go.
In a heartbeat, bro. I'll go streaking and everything.
If you don't go streaking, bro, I want to be upset. All right, you got anything else in football?
Foosball. Just the memes were kind of funny from draft day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you have any stuff to say? I saw that they're making fun of the quarterback from the Carolina Panthers on how tiny he is. They gave him like this gigantic ass mic. They put him this podium that's like huge. You can't even see over it. They had like memes of him walking to the offensive line during the first rep. Like he looked like, like Russell Wilson 2.0 type of stuff, or like Doug Flutie, man. Doug Flutie, remember Doug Flutie?
Yeah, I do. Hey,
yeah, bro.
Since we talk about Russell Wilson, or you mentioned it real quick, do you think he has a bounce back year, or you think he's done?
I mean, define bounce back. You think he's on the tail end of his career? You know how we're talking about earlier.
Very much so.
I mean, he used to be so good when scrambling out of that pocket. That's what made him lethal. But I feel like this guy just does business decision after business decision now.
He hasn't lost a step. He lost about 4.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's not that dude. If we say, I mean, it's a passing league, so I feel like even like any dude that just starts every game could get like 3,000 yards passing. You know what I'm saying?
He's playing in the thin air, so he could launch the ball. He's still got an arm.
So I mean, if we're talking bounce back within like 3,000 yards, 20 TDs, sure, yeah, okay.
What about 35? What about 3,500 yards and 28 TDs?
No.
Okay,
I
20
so.
20 TDs throwing. 5 rushing.
So like 25 TDs total, right? Is what you're
20
saying.
throwing,
under,
5.
I'll take the under still.
You take the under still?
I'll take the under, and 25 total. I'll take the under.
I know my cousin Ramon's out there somewhere going, "Fuck you! He's gonna get 30."
Yeah, I how about 3,500 yards total, over under?
Total with him rushing and passing?
Mm-hmm. Over under.
I'm gonna go over on that one. Barely. 35, 55, I think. 3,555 yards. That's where he goes down.
You're like, damn.
Last game of the season, garbage time. He's gonna scramble for like 50 yards, and I'm gonna be like, I did it. I called it. I called it. Put it on the board, fucking Vegas. Let's go prop bet. Let's go.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, so that was that. What about that dude? I don't know who it was. I think it was from the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers?
Nah. Oh, that was cool, crazy, right? That's official and done.
Yeah.
But and I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Nah, but the guy, I think he got drafted by the Jets or the Packers, man. But his dad gets up and he kind of gives his son's girlfriend like a slap in the ass. She's wearing white pants.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh my God, that was all over the internet, bro. All over the internet. Next time I come across that, man, because he gets like a good little grab in there, man, and it's like right in front of the camera because the camera's facing right there.
Yeah.
But man, he gives her like a good boom boom, not a one or passing by or anything. He gives it like a boom boom, but like it almost looked like he squeezed on the second one too.
Right.
Yeah, so that was like another really funny one. And of course, during that time, one of the most famous memes that always comes out is CeeDee Lamb when he takes away the phone from that girl next to him.
The other girl, and he's like, "Give me that."
Yeah, give me that.
Who the fuck you think you are, woman?
Yeah, that was funny. They also show the one where it's some white girl is like super happy that Russell Wilson gets drafted. And so they say a lot. They're like, "Oh, this girl thought she hit the jackpot when Russell Wilson got drafted." Because obviously he's not with her. He was here, you know. Yep. So man. So I think that stuff is funny. You know, I really don't know the analysts. Didn't that one quarterback fell all the way to the second round, right? That homeboy was like waiting around
Stroud or whatever.
Yeah, he was waiting around the green room the whole time. Poor guy looked like he was sweating, and he's like, "You ain't coming back tomorrow. I don't care if I'm going in the second round. I'm coming back." It
reminded me a little bit of what's the Draft movie, The Draft, with Kevin Costner, where that one guy's supposed to be going like 1 overall, and he's over there, and then he starts falling left and right, and he fucking like he's all fuck this shit like and he like runs outside, and they're like, bro, you got to get back in there, But I think it's that same feeling.
Yeah, I agree. Right. Yep. So, I mean, I enjoy that stuff. I just don't follow football enough to really, I guess, care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find all that other stuff funny, man. Super funny.
Hold on, I got the. Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, you found it?
I found it. The dad gave her a little.
Yeah, right. Almost like a little squeeze at the end too, right?
He did. He gave it a little.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got what is it? You got Moss. You got Moss.
You got Moss. For reals.
All right. All right, real quick, because I promised I would touch on hockey. I made a promise. I had a listener out there was like, bro, please talk about hockey. Do something. And I said, all right. The Golden Knights are still in it. There we go. We talked about hockey. I
kind of wanted that's a jerky move, but hey, what's up with Kobe? He's MIA.
Bro, he's been MIA. He's been MIA for like, dude, he's been MIA since the show, right? Because he's like, oh, I want to be on it. I want to be on it every week. I was like, cool, man. Right. Fucking get on it. I have people telling me, bro, get your nephew. Get him back on there. Like, he's funny. This and that, yada, yada. I'm all cool. Fucking radio silent. Doesn't return text messages. Doesn't return phone calls. Doesn't return emails. Bro, he didn't even go to my mom's fucking birthday celebration. He didn't go camping. He didn't. Bro, there was so many events that have happened, and he just doesn't show up. So it's like, he's off doing his thing, bro. Like, I can't fault him for it. He's young. I don't know if he's single or not or what's happening with him at the moment. But, like, he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out sooner or later. You know, family, is forever. And viejas come and go.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Kobe, if you're out there, buddy, we miss you. Come on back. We'll take you back. Don't worry, baby. We'll only hurt you a little bit, but we'll take you back. Come on back. Come on back. But seriously though, all I know is that the Golden Knights are headed to the finals, and they have an opportunity to win the championship. They've been in the finals before. They couldn't win the Stanley Cup that year. They're back in it now. Let's see if they got the opportunity to do it. Will they do it? I have no idea. I guess I'll pay attention when they're actually playing. So promise between now and next week, I will focus on it, and I will look, and I will watch some games or at least a couple highlights. Okay, guys? I promise. That's on me.
Okay. All right.
Moving on to MLB. How the hunt for Ohtani is shaping out and the way too early hunt for October looks right now. We're going to go over
the hunt for Ohtani. That's funny. Go funny.
I like it though, right? The hunt for Ohtani. Did you know with today's game, Ohtani joins Corbin Burnes, Dylan Cease Shohei Ohtani joins Corbin Burnes and Dylan Cease as just the fourth pitcher to achieve a wild strikeout feat. Ohtani is the fourth pitcher in MLB history with 500 strikeouts in his first 400 innings pitched as a starter. So he joins Corbin Burnes, Dylan Cease, and Jose Fernandez is the only one. Ohtani has 509 Ks, the second most of that group. Burnes at 539. But it's pretty wild. I mean, his ERA has jumped a little bit over the last few games. He's given up some long balls. But the Angels have come back and won those games. So Ohtani Watch 2023, we're still there.
Still in this.
We're still in the hunt, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Today he gave up a few runs, and then he had a 3-run shot to give himself the lead right back.
He gave himself a 3-run shot, and he had a triple, and he had a single. He was a double away from the cycle.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty awesome?
I think it is.
Especially because he's a pitcher. He was the pitcher today.
Yeah, he's a pitcher record today. Yeah, for sure.
That much more impressive. So let's talk about. I mean, look, dude, he looks really good. I mean, he's gotten banged up a little bit, or not banged up, but he's gotten hit up a little bit more than I would prefer. But we've won those games, even though he has. His ERA has jumped up to about 3.28, I think it was, when it was down in the ones before the last few games. But shit happens. People figure out that sweeper he's been trying to use a little bit more hasn't been sweeping as much. Mm-hmm. It's been sweeping over the fence. So let's
been sleeping.
let's put that one away and bring out that 100-mile-an-hour splitter, and then we'll talk about other things at that point.
Yeah, his splitter's pretty dangerous, man.
But I mean, the Angels keep playing good right now, man. I don't want to get into it, man. We're okay right now. He's okay. I feel it.
He's hanging. What's up with Trout, man? Why is he sucking it up?
Hey, everybody goes through a little slump. He's got a little, he just like our old softball team, the Slumpies. He's got a little slumpy right now. He's been hitting the ball well. Don't get me wrong. He's batting with 291 right now, 292.
Yeah, is he leading the league in strikeouts still, or?
No, maybe. I don't see who the league leader in strikeouts is. I know. Damn it. I mean, look here. League motherfuckers, leaders, MLB. You son of a fucking bitch. 2023. Here we go. Wins, earned run, runs batted in, saves, strikeouts, hits. Bo Bichette fucking it up, dude. Let's see here. Team statistics. Batting league or American League player batting. Let's go there. Let's see. Strikeouts. Who is the leader in strikeouts with 61? It is Matt Olson.
Oh, Matt Olson.
And then Teoscar Hernandez at 59. Then Ryan McMahon at 53. Julio Rodriguez at 52. We got to go all the way down to 17 with 46. Mike Trout.
So he's in the conversation. All right.
I mean, bro, he's number 17 on the list. Let's fucking
give some time.
Dude, Chisholm is at 52. He's tied for fourth right now with Julio Rodriguez from the Mariners. So
yeah, Julio's off to a slow start too, man.
Hey, it's not how you start. It's how you finish, baby.
That's right.
That's right. So let's talk about where everybody's at right now in the hunt for October, right? Because we're always going to be. It doesn't matter. It could be 2 games into the season. People are like, "Well, look, who's going to October?" So let's talk about the winners and losers right now, or the winners especially. So on the East Coast, we got the Rays are just hands down cream of the crop on that side as of right now. Right? Twins are just absolute trash, but they're the best trash in their division. And then we got in the West, we got the Rangers right there. And the 3 wild card spots, if the season ended right now, would be the Orioles, the Blue Jays, and the Yankees. So 4 teams coming out of the East if the season ended right now. Of those teams right there right now, Artie, who do you think is staying kind of where they're at, and who do you think is falling off?
Falling off. The Rangers, right? I mean,
they got to.
Because
the Angels are coming, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Houston always finds a way to get their groove, especially with Altuve when he gets back, man. I mean, I hate them, but dude, just they find a way to get their groove, dude, in that second half. You know what I'm saying?
Banging trash.
So they might just have the World Series hangover right now. Type of deal, in my opinion. Rangers are hitting, man, but hitting only lasts so long. Meaning you can only stay so hot as a hitting team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, I think pitching plays out, and especially once the summer gets hot in Texas, there might be teams that just end up out hitting them, because they're not going to have enough pitching. So they really need DeGrom to come back. I'm not surprised the Rays are there. Not surprised the Twins are there. Twins, it's a weak division.
I called the Twins at the beginning of the season, by the way.
Yeah, I still think what's their names are going to be there though at the end of
Cleveland.
I think Cleveland's going to be there because I think Jose Ramirez is a little bit off to a little bit of a slow start. I like the Orioles right there. Definitely got to like the Blue Jays, and the Yankees are a sleepy giant. For them to be doing as well as they're doing, considering how bad they've been hitting, that's impressive,
Yeah.
And they're so depleted pitching wise, man. Their starting pitchers just like those dudes stub their toes and go on the DL for 2 weeks. Like, man, dude, those dudes, every time, like. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What the hell is going on with Oakland? Because you called Oakland being a dark horse. And granted, we're still so far young in the season.
I didn't say they're going to be a dark horse. I said they just might do better than the Angels.
Okay, they're 9-34 right now. They are 17.
Did they beat the Angels one time or no?
One time. But even a broken clock is right twice.
That's right. The Angels haven't been right twice in the World Series, but nobody looking at that, right?
You asshole. Oh, man.
But nah, seriously, like they're just bad. I think they're just tanking so that they could get a high draft pick when they go over to Las Vegas.
Could be.
But you know what? Going to Las Vegas, that's not the problem. It's management, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ownership. Like, if they move them to Vegas, dude, they really need to find a way to make that team, like, a viable major league team. Well,
isn't that we talked about this a couple I don't want to say seasons ago, but a couple episodes ago, where we were talking about a league minimum, what you have to spend.
Yeah.
And I think that would change the way the game is played, especially on that level. a whole different, like a whole way differently, because they're what, like $20 million fucking payroll when fucking Mike Trout has $20 million for tying his shoe.
That's funny.
I mean, funny. Am I wrong? No, right?
Right. I'm with you there. Dude, that's a definitely agree. I definitely agree.
So of those teams in the American League, right? So the Angels, the Astros, and the Red Sox are all at 22 wins. Okay, who creeps into that division? I know you talked about already the Astros. Do you think the Red Sox maybe make a run, push the Yankees out, or the Blue Jays lose a couple and they kind of slide in? The Orioles kind of make some mistakes and they get slip out and somebody slides in. Who do you think realistically, outside of the Twins, okay, outside of that, on the East Coast especially, I think, because there's 4 teams technically, if it ended now, that are going from the East Coast. Which one of those teams do you think falls off?
I think the Red Sox fall off. I don't think they're going to be there. I think they're going to be at the end.
Okay.
But you're saying from like the ones that are in there right now?
Who is in there right now? Who falls off? Or is this what we're looking at going to the end of the season?
I think the Rays are the cream of the crop, man. They're just well-balanced team. They did get a big blow stroke at them where they lost so a couple starting pitchers, and especially they just lost a dude that went on like a 2-week DL. I have him. I forget his name. Is Rasmus, I believe. Mm-hmm. But I have him in one league, and they just lost him. So, but still, they're just so deep, dude. It's like next man up. The Yankees are not that deep, so they kind of have to out-hit you to win. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they have hitting superstars, which that's what the Yankees do. They don't get dudes that are like, hey, look at that guy play Gold Glove defense, you know? Like, they don't get that dude.
I think with the Yankees having that short porch, short field, I think that alone with their hitters just kind of keeps them in contention. If it wasn't for the short porches, and if it wasn't for such a small field, I don't think the Yankees are where they are.
Mm-hmm.
They made that stadium that way for a reason. So when they play at home, they know I just got to get a line drive 210 feet that way, and I'm good to go.
That's funny. I mean, yeah, but I mean, look at some of the other teams that really like changed that and took it away, like Baltimore and Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was Detroit, right, that literally put a fence behind a fence.
Yeah.
Or in front of the fence, or what was it? No, Detroit put a fence in front of the fence, right?
They moved the stands forward, yeah.
Yeah, but they just literally put a fence in front of the fence, I think it was.
To make it shorter. They made it a little taller, but they made it closer.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. People are always changing that. But I mean, then you have San Francisco's little punk asses that, you know, won every other year for, 6 years type of thing, the World Series, and got 3 rings. And then they had that ginormous right field, so I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, they had some power lefties in there, man.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it wasn't when Bonds was there,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it goes both ways type of thing,
Gotcha.
I think it goes both ways, but I just don't. I know one of the things that they talk about, and I feel like it is a little curse to them. And when they finally let him go, maybe they'll start doing better. But Aaron Hicks, man, everybody talks about Aaron Hicks and how brutal he is with the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
And they got an absolute superstar in the minors waiting, but they don't want to start his clock. And Dominguez, he got off to a really slow start, so that made it easy for the Yankees to keep him down in the minors. But he's gotten really hot over his last 42 at bats. I think he just went on fire and setting the league on fire again. So I think he might get called up. Once that clock turns in, what is it, like it's in June, right?
Yeah.
When basically they call him up and they still get to keep another year under their belt. So he might be the thing, because at the very worst, even that dude's not hitting, he's like a on base god, He's a dude that gets on base really well and he runs well. So he plays center, which right now I think is a huge thing, because they could move Judge over to right field, let him relax a little bit and not have to be chasing down fly balls, being 7 feet tall or whatever the hell he is, and playing center field,
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. So I think some changes are going to be on the way. I think they're also holding their breath for the starting pitching for the Yankees. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see all four of those teams really staying there, though. I really think they're that deep. I think they're that good, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I could see those being in there, which would mean your Angels are out, huh?
Yep. If it stays like that, it means the Angels are out.
Yeah. But I could see it. I don't know if they do. I like the Orioles, man. I really like the Orioles. They're young. They're fun to watch. They have Cedric Mullins. I like Cedric Mullins. I like the catcher they got over there. I'm trying to blank on his name right now. Adley Rutschman. Mm-hmm. He's really good. They got this fireballer, Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, he got a little lit up by your Angels today.
Yeah, but still, that dude's got some pop.
Yeah, he brings it at a hundo. He just got to figure it out, you know. And some of these young dudes just take a little time to figure it out. But he's pretty good. So yeah, man. And then they got some really good dudes in the pipeline. So I feel like, well, I don't think Baltimore did it on purpose the way the Houston did. I feel Baltimore is playing out the way Houston did a few years ago, where they're going to be so loaded in the majors pretty soon here, man. Pretty soon here, they're going to be loaded, and they're going to be one of the best teams in baseball. Mark my words. Within 2023, within 5 years, the next 5 years,
barring
maybe 3,
barring some trades and some injuries.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe 3, but yeah, inside of 5 for sure. You'll see them constantly competing for that league division title.
All right, let me ask you a quick question: Is Aaron Judge 6'7", 6'8", or 6'9"?
He's 6'10".
6'7", actually.
Yeah, I didn't know how
he's
big
a
he was,
short 6'7". I mean, don't let him stand next to Altuve though, because then it's like he looks like he's 10 feet tall.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know how big he was, to be honest. How big is Ohtani? 6'3"?
I want to say he's about 6'3". Let me check real quick. 6'2". He's about my height. Let's see here. Show you Ohtani. 6'4".
6'4". Okay,
he's 2 inches taller than me. He's a fucking solid ass motherfucker, though.
He is.
That dude
look good in blue.
All right, let's talk about the National League then. On the East, we got the Braves. The Central, we have the Brew Crew. The West side, of course, is the Dodgers. And then rounding up the 3 wild cards right now, the Diamondbacks, Pirates, and Phillies. Who you liking? Let's not talk about the Dodgers because we already know you liking the Dodgers. But I'm talking about, let's see, the Braves, the Brewers, the Diamondbacks, Pirates, and Phillies. Once again, I called the Diamondbacks being there. And here they are, right there. They're right there.
Early, but you're right. It's early. What? Pirates are not going to be there.
Absolutely.
That's the team that's not going to be there. Phillies are figuring it out. They'll be there. They'll figure it out.
You said that. You said, hey, they'll be there.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
The Braves are awesome. I don't think Phillies move past second though, because the Braves are just too strong, man. Braves are really, really good. And now that Acuna is back in full strength, man, yeah, dude, that team's just gonna take off. Olsen looks like he's a perfect fit in Atlanta. He just kind of fits right there. Yeah, man, I like the Braves for sure. That's the best team in the NL. I like my Dodgers, you know, like you said, I think they're the good fit in the West. They're just Mr. Consistent there, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Diamondbacks are a little sneaky good. San Diego, like you said, they're in third, man. But I don't know. Fuck those fools, right? Yeah, the Pirates aren't going to be there. I think the Cardinals will figure it out eventually, you know? It's just having a new manager, and they're trying to prove points over there and establish new rules. And Contreras, the big signing for the Cardinals, has been brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, but no, ain't nobody going to feel bad for him. He went and literally signed with the enemy because he was a Cubs guy, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, man, I don't feel bad for him.
The next 3 teams, right, that are right there would be Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how did that? Wait, give me a second here. Let me look at something. The Phillies are in there, but why is it Miami in there? Oh, this might have not updated when I did it. So the Phillies, actually, Miami's ahead of the Phillies. Actually, they're even. Okay. So it's Atlanta, Miami, and Philly, just because of the head-to-head. Mm-hmm. And then the Mets, but they all have 20 wins right now. So right there, you're looking at 2, Miami and the Mets, and then you have the San Diego Padres rounding that out. So you have those 3 are the next 3 best teams, with the Giants, the Cubbies, the Reds, the Washington Nationals right behind them at 19, 18, 17 wins right there. But at 20 wins and 24, that's just kind of the best, next three best. So who do you got of those three coming up? You got Miami, you got New York Mets, and then you got the Padres.
So I like Miami's pitching just because I know I personally have Sandy Alcantara, I think it is. Sandy anyways, right? Mm-hmm. And he's a reigning NL Cy Young Award winner. But, man, he's been brutal this year.
Yeah.
He's been brutal. He's been getting lit up. He's at like a 4-something ERA. And not sure what's going on with him. But he's going to figure it out eventually, dude. He's too talented.
He's a stud,
talented. So he's going to figure it out. And they finally brought up Yuri Ramirez. Can't remember the dude's last name, but he's a rookie, starting pitcher, blows it too. Hundo, he just came up and he looks really good, and so that's a 1-2 punch, man. In baseball, 1-2 punch will take you pretty far. It's going to win a lot of games, you know.
Yep.
And so, I mean, the Dodgers haven't been hitting the ball very well. They hit the ball at the right times, kind of, you know. But they solid pitching, solid defense. Maybe not spectacular defense, but solid defense.
Good enough to get a pitching. W. Good enough to get a W.
Get you a lot of wins, and then timely hitting, you know, hitting. And I think that's what's going to happen with the Marlins too, man. They just get timely hitting, solid pitching, and they're going to get a lot of wins. Are they going to really do any damage in the postseason? Well, you know, they've done it before. Who's to say not? But I don't think Jazz is a dude that has advertised. He strikes out a lot, like you said earlier. You know, number 4 in the majors.
Number 4 in the majors with strikeouts.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, the homeboy he's hitting like 240. He's just a wild swinger.
He's hitting like
goes for the fences every time. You know?
He's swinging like me on MLB The Show.
Yeah, he just looks like he's going for the fences. Yep, swings for the fences for everything. In my opinion, doesn't look to draw the walks or anything like that. Kind of talks a big. He talks a big game too, dude. Because he was talking about like, oh, watch me, you know, play 135 games this year and prove all the haters wrong, blah blah blah. Right? Homeboy's already like he's probably up there for like an everyday starter. He's probably up there in terms of most games missed. I know he missed yesterday because he had today off, so there's another game missed. He already had a little stint where he missed, I think, a week or so. So I don't know, man. I just don't think he's that dude. You know. I don't think he's that dude until he starts making better choices with like his approach and his at-bats wise instead of just trying to go yard every time. Because I see all his highlights and they're all of him usually going yard. And then you look at his numbers, like, yeah, he's got quite a few tanks, but he's hitting 240, you know?
Yeah, he's actually hitting 229.
Oh, my goodness.
7 home runs. 7 home runs, 16 ribbies.
It's not even a lot of home runs.
In the last 7 games, he's batting .278 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs with an OPS of .992.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think they have enough hitting to really do anything too crazy. Yeah. They don't have a star to really like rely on, you know?
Yep.
Not on the offensive side.
By the way, Sandy Alcantara, his ERA is 4.91. In the last 7 days, the ERA is 7.04.
I told you.
Man, that's
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's a great spot. I think we call it a night, Gumpo. I know you're a little tired. You've had a long day. I've had a long day. I still got to put the damn show out though, so I'm gonna be here for at least another 20-30 minutes. But Gumpo, that's a great show. I'm glad we're back, and we'll see each other again soon, right?
Yeah, for sure. My schedule opens up again starting next Monday. We've got quite busy days the next couple of days to shout out to my baby Juan Miguel. My baby turns 5 tomorrow. Five. The baby of the house, and he knows it, and he's asking us, am I still going to be a baby? You know, like, you're going to be our baby, but you're getting older, puppies. You know, kinder's next year, and right around the corner.
Hey, I don't know if you saw it, but I want to give Juan and the Chino Hills Shetland Dodgers for moving into in the playoffs, going to the championship game. No,
well, that's right. We're 2 for 2. Dodgers,
there you go, baby.
Keep rolling. We got
there
2
you
of
go.
Them, so, Juan's got a long shot. You know, he's playing a team that's only lost once this year.
Hey.
But the good news is it's not a series. It's one game, winner takes all.
There it is. Well, good luck to him on that one, man. I want to give him a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to my little guy, Luke, for getting selected for the Shetland 5U All-Stars over here at Orange Crest. So good luck for him. We're going to have some tournaments coming up over the next few weeks. So we're pretty excited. I'll keep you all updated on how he does. But other than that, buddy, you got anything else?
Shout out to my big boy. Leo also made it the championship.
Oh, did they?
I went 2 for 2, yeah.
I didn't know they did. They were there.
You cut me off. That's why I was starting.
My bad, Copa. My bad.
That's all right. It's all right. We'll talk about All-Stars when we're still here playing for championships.
So, there you go.
So both of my boys, 2 for 2. Leo's team is actually, I wouldn't say they're the favorite, but they have a better shot at actually winning the title.
Gotcha.
Because Leo's team just rakes, man. They absolutely rake. It's really going to come down to whether Leo gets a couple hits or not. The team we played last time that were playing the championship, the Angels, they only lost once this year and they tied twice. So they tied us and someone else. And Leo got the big hit that kind of extended the innings. And so I've been working with Leo. I told Leo, hey, we're working every single day this week. I just went and bought that rope bat that I had kind of told you about that you never really said much about. But I went and bought that rope bat, and he's doing really well with it today, and I could see how it works. Juan, not so much. He's still kind of little and doesn't understand some of the mental part of it, but Leo seemed to be grasping the concept with it and was doing well. But anyways, what I did not know is if you win first place, you get these big gold rings for winning first place.
You guys do that too. That's awesome. Yeah. I know the over here they give them too. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Nice. That they do that. They give silver ones. Smaller silver ones for coming second. So either way, my boys are getting blinged out.
Hey, you get rings, baby. We get rings over here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's very interesting. The 2 teams, both of my sons finished in second place on regular season, and Leo's team kind of bullied their way there. They're really good. And Leo's team, let me tell you, Juan's team, they're the little engine that could, man. They were scrappy. We won a lot of 1-run games that just kind of get out, Even this last playoff game, man, we barely won 15-14. It was tight. It was tight the whole game, and found a way to get it done, dude. And again, we're gonna have to catch some breaks to get lucky again this championship in order to pull it off. It's possible. You never know.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Never know. But anyways, I'm excited about that. And then once that's done, then obviously getting to follow Luke around, see how he gets to do, and go ahead and check him out and see the little Ohtani star. Literally be Ohtani, right? Because he didn't make the playoffs, just like Ohtani never does, but he makes all-star teams and he's a stud. Or, right? It's a shot at Ohtani, obviously, in the Angels.
Bro, really? Really?
I'm just saying it.
He's not wrong when he's suggesting what he's saying. Yes.
Is it a coincidence that's his favorite player?
Luke's team did absolutely horrible in the first season. Like hand over fist, way better than how it started. They ended the season doing a lot better. We had like 3 ties and 1 win. So
those were all in the second half.
Yeah, all in the second half.
There you
go. So we're starting to roll. But hey, you know what, man? We get the opportunity to see him play with some of the better kids in the league, and actually see a team that's moving and grooving. So shout out to them. I'm pretty excited. I'll be out on the sidelines helping coaching them.
Coaching?
Yeah.
Just when you thought you were out.
They pulled me back in.
Yeah.
Hopefully
hey, we didn't even get to say the Goodwill Hunting joke.
Yeah, let's not worry about that.
We'll save that as a cliffhanger for the next one.
Jesus Christ. It's a big cliffhanger, guys. Don't even worry about it. All right, Copa, let's hear that goodbye.
All right. Be safe out there, mi gente. Still the season of catching things. So just got to be careful. Take care of yourself and stay out of jail.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining us on another week of the podcast. We love you guys. Don't forget to follow us on the social media scene. You can follow us on Twitter at @theblown_save, on Instagram at @theblown_save. Don't forget, you guys can still reach out to us directly at theblownSavePodcast@gmail.com. Or if you guys want to head on over to see where else we are, you can find us anywhere you see music or podcasts like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you want to support the show, don't forget, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, that subscribe, even that notification bell, or even a share. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the show tremendously. And as always, guys, give us a rating and review if you are in the mood. Don't forget to click that notification button so you get notified when new shows drop like this, especially when we take a little break and then we come back. That way you know it's bam, it's right there, guys. All right. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. If you guys are listening to this during the day, have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you guys get home safely. We'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. Peace.
It's fun, compa.
It's always fun, sir.